glad you're home. I hope you didn't rush.
I rushed home a minute after the ball dropped. Got your keys. I didn't want to be locked out.
Thanks. Happy New Year.
Do you know where your coat is?
No?
How about your wallet? Any ideas? I know where they are. Are you interested in knowing how I know? I got a call from Sergeant McGreevy, NYU Security. He has your wallet and your coat. Want to know how he got them? It seems an NYU professor found your coat on the street, presumably where you dropped it. Right? Found your wallet in the pocket, found your ID in the wallet, and turned it all into security.
Good.
Good. You're so drunk. You don't notice dropping your coat on the street. You can find something good in that? But how did you get home? You didn't have any money, credit cards, MetroCard?
I walked.
You walked? From Midtown? It's freezing out.
So?
So what have you been doing all this time?
The party went on and on. We had to keep serving. I was working, don't forget.
You weren't only working.
Well, at the end, they told the staff we could finish the champagne.
Oh, so you finished the champagne.
Right.
Then you came home,
Right.
dropping your coat on the way.
I must have.
God, I wish you were a better liar. You know, I'd be willing to believe you if what you said was even a little bit plausible.
You know I tell half lies, so I can tell twice as many.
That line was funny once.
I'm tired.
When I got the call from Sergeant McGreevy, it was only 12:30. It's after 3 now. You lost your coat hours ago. Where have you been all this time?
You know, I don't think I have to answer these questions.
No, of course you don't have to answer these questions. Look, you might want to answer them because it's me who's asking them. Me who you're with at the moment. Me who you purport to care about. That's why.
Some of us went out after.
More drinking. When you knew that I'd be here waiting for you.
It's New Year's Eve.
But what are you wearing?
I don't know. The sweatshirt.
Not what you were wearing when you left.
A friend loaned me a shirt.
Oh, friend, you just happened to have an extra shirt?
We stopped by his place.
His? I thought there was some of you.
The others went home.
What did you spill down the front?
He bought me a hot chocolate. I was cold.
Oh, I bet you were. This might have been the moment to realize that something was missing.
No, I don't realize.
So who's this friend? Huh?
Brad. You've met him. We work together.
Oh, right. One of your suitors. Ever attentive, just waiting in the wings, waiting for his
He
cue to
was just
pounce.
being helpful.
Oh, I suppose he was what? He was helpful to not to notice you dropping your coat? Suppose he was drunk too.
Can I go to bed now?
Yeah, you know what? Of course you're gonna go to bed. There's no point in me asking you anything. You never tell the truth, even when you remember what the truth is.
Can I have some money?
What?
I have to go to NYU in the morning to pick up my stuff, and I don't want to wake you.
Ever thoughtful. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Everything intact?
Yeah.
Cash, credit card, and wallet?
Something else.
A book?
It was in the pocket.
What is it?
Gaining control of our demons.
A self-help book?
Yeah. With a note inside to me. Dear Miss Baines, formal, aren't we? I hope this is some help to you, Dr. E.G. Leghorn, with a faculty email address.
Wow. Your ID photo must have made quite an impression.
Can you believe it? The arrogance of this person. Imagine a total stranger presuming I need help.
Imagine
What an
that.
asshole.
Well, but that may be, but I think you owe, what is it?
Professor Leghorn.
Professor Leghorn, a thank you. You know what the odds are of somebody actually finding your coat and turning it back in?
Yeah. He's done his good deed for the new year, and now he wants a medal. What kind of a name is Leghorn?
It's a Gulf in Italy, I think.
Well, it doesn't sound Italian. It sounds like a part of a goat.
Well, the English couldn't say Lugano, so they called it Leghorn. Shelley drowned there, though.
Shelley who?
Come on.
Kidding. One of your poets.
One of my poets? Not exactly obscure.
Yeah, but unknown to me because I'm one of the know-nothing generation. Google it and forget it, right?
Some English teacher must have made you read Ozymandias at least.
Oh, that's Shelley.
That's Shelley.
I like that poem. Like there's nothing left. This old guy ruled a great kingdom, and now there's nothing left but a desert,
Except his name.
which nobody remembers. Like maybe this will be like that. Desert. Nobody will remember Shelley, and no one will remember you.
Oh, or you.
So what's the point?
Of what?
Remembering.
She's got everything she needs. She's an artist, she don't look back. She's got everything she needs. She's an artist, she don't look back. She can take the dark out of the nighttime and paint the daytime black. You will start out standing, proud to steal her anything she sees. You will start out standing, proud.
Christina. Hi. I'm Beth Leghorn.
Oh, but I thought you were
You expected a male professor.
right. Yeah. Sorry, I looked you up on the college web. Just your initials and the courses you teach, no picture.
It's convenient for me to be gender neutral. Most people make assumptions about women academics. Journal editors, conference directors.
Oh,
Have a seat. Can I get you a coffee or
no
something?
thanks. I don't drink coffee.
We'll order anything you'd like.
I'm surprised, that you wanted to meet me. I mean, especially since you're not.
A man.
Yeah. I mean, like I said in my email, I'm incredibly grateful for what you did. It was really beyond the call of.
So what are you studying, Tina?
Oh, I'm doing an MFA in the School of Arts. I paint, sort of.
Sort of. How do you sort of
Oh, well, I
paint?
draw and paint and make prints and all that, but
Yes?
I don't show my work.
Why not?
It's not good enough.
How do you know? There are so many new galleries downtown.
I'm not an
always
artist.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What kind of paintings do you do?
Self-portraits.
Only?
Yeah.
I'd love to see them.
But they don't look like me.
Oh.
One of them is just an arm coming out of a burning lake or something.
Are you
Yeah, but
working-
it's me.
Are you working on anything now?
No, my apartment's too small. Hey, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Well, I'm curious, as to why you wanted to meet me. I mean, I thought you were a male professor, so that would be.
self-explanatory.
Right.
So you can't imagine why a woman like me would want to meet you.
No.
Don't you have any female friends?
Sure. No, not really.
Why do you think that is?
Women don't like me.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
You must have thought about it.
I still don't know. Competition, maybe.
For men.
Maybe.
Don't worry, I don't think you and I'll be
I
competing
wouldn't
for
be
the same
too
men
sure.
anytime soon.
My boyfriend is older.
Even so.
When we go out to dinner, middle-aged women, they glare at me. You know? Daggers. Like I've stolen the last available man, or I'm gonna steal their husbands next.
Really? So what does he do, this friend of yours?
He's a professor, too.
Oh, I see. Is he married?
Not anymore. But don't get your hopes up. You're too young for him.
You're a smart girl, good student, scholarships.
How do you know that?
I looked up your academic record.
Why did you do that?
Your student number was on your
I
ID,
didn't
and
ask you how, I asked you why.
Because I'm worried about you, Christina.
Tina. And you have no right to worry about me. I'm not your student. And I'm not your, daughter.
Please, sit down for a few more minutes. Please. I had a daughter.
Hat?
She was very much like you.
You don't know me.
She was smart, pretty, good at everything given to excess.
What happened?
She was murdered.
God, I'm so sorry.
Some boy in an alcohol-fueled rage beat her.
That's horrible.
She moved through the world with such ease, such grace. She was a free spirit, and I let her be. I didn't see that there was anything wrong. Where was I when she was becoming an alcoholic? When she was getting involved with men like that? Away at an academic conference working on an article.
And the father?
He's out of the picture. I made the classic mistake and went to Europe on a 2-week vacation. Met a Spaniard with so many last names. I stayed there, married him, quickly discovered that he had no intention of giving up any of his mistresses. He just thought that all American women had money and that I would support his lifestyle. I was pregnant, and I wanted my child to be an American. So we came back here, and I don't know that we were ever officially divorced.
It seems a little harsh. She was his child, too. Maybe you would have changed.
Men like that never learn anything new. They're sealed, laminated.
Did they catch the killer?
What difference would that make? He was a free spirit too.
Justice?
Justice is a social construct. It doesn't exist in nature.
Don't you think it's instinctive in us?
Look, I'm a philosopher, not a... Why do you drink?
What?
I think you heard me.
Why not?
That's not an answer, that's a question.
Why not?
You're such a clever girl. But I think we're done here.
Hey, wait a minute. It dulls the pain.
came from.
I don't know.
You must have thought about it. Are you close with your parents?
Nope.
Anyone?
The guy I'm with, I guess sometimes.
Good. So you get on well.
He disapproves of me too.
I can't imagine why.
And he's sarcastic.
Sorry. I deserve that.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I want something for you. I don't think it was pure chance the way our paths crossed, how they did, when they did. Don't you think it seems a little ordained, like it was meant to happen?
You mean like destiny? You're a philosophy professor and you believe in shit like that?
I'm just a little worried that you're going to do some serious harm to yourself.
You couldn't save your daughter, so you're trying to save me. Right? What is that? Karma or something? You don't want to save me. You want me to save you so you don't come back as a grasshopper.
I didn't mean it like that.
That's not fair. You can't lay that on me. You're gonna have to find redemption somewhere else. It's not in my coat pocket.
I thought maybe we could help each other.
What, you want to do a surrogate mother-daughter thing?
No, a mentor-pupil. Like maybe you could take my class next semester.
I don't have a background in philosophy.
Intro to modern philosophy. It's basic, but you'd have to work.
I work. You've seen my grades.
Sure, you're visual. For this, you'd have to read and think.
Fine, I'll be there.
Promise?
Yeah. I always do what I say I'll do. I just don't know why I say I did what I did. Bye.
Well, I usually start classes on Fridays by ranting about something, but it's been a slow week. You know, I was watching the news with the sound off, so I don't have to listen to scratchy women's voices. And this item came on the screen. Fake architect arrested with a mugshot. So I've been going around wondering, how do you become a fake architect? You know, and what crime did he commit? Did he design a building that fell down? Well, at least, you know, he wasn't a fake brain surgeon. You know, I'm hoping that it's not illegal to be a fake poet. How about a fake government official? The entire Congress would be in jail. The headline I'm waiting to see is fake president arrested with a mugshot. That would make my day. So there is news on the language front. I learned a new word, pleonasm. Does anyone here know what a pleonasm is? You probably use it every day. It's an expression that says the same thing twice, like free gift or true fact, exact same, reiterate again, extra special, very unique, ATM machine, and my personal favorite, hot water heater. Now we have fun with all of this, but language matters. You know, the more we use sloppy, imperfect language, imprecise language, the more we tolerate it from others. Right? It's true. So by the time we hear a government official say, these are alternative facts, it's too late. Right? Words have detached from meaning. They've just spawned a new species of facts, one that has no evidence to support it. One that contradicts the existing evidence, and one that is self-contradictory to begin with. So now we find ourselves in an Orwellian world where, as someone said recently, everything is possible and nothing is true. So this brings us to today's assignment, Ozymandias, Percy Shelley, 1818. Now, I know that all of you have read it very well, so we don't have to analyze it word for word, line by line. Google will do that for you. And when I see the word analyze, it looks like analyze to me. So we'll avoid that. Now, Ozymandias was written 200 years ago. It's one of the best known of romantic poems, possibly because it's short and easy. Right? It's a sonnet, 14 lines exactly. Each line is 10 syllables exactly, and with a precise rhyme scheme. Now, Shelley, the romantic, our romantic rebel, managed to fit a story, a kind of parable about the futility of fame and power into this restrictive verse form. Its most famous passage, "My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair." That appears on the pedestal of a broken statue in the desert. But the punchline follows it. Nothing beside remains. In 3 words, Shelley obliterates this buffoonish king of kings who thought his great city would last forever. Now, we've kept this poem around for a long time because men like these are still around. They build their vulgar monuments to themselves and stick their stupid names all over them. Shelley wrote in the Age of Revolution. He knew what happens to these would-be kings and their empires. Now, Ozymandias is one of those works of art, like the Mona Lisa, or Hamlet, or the Parthenon, that break free from their historic moorings and takes up residence in the world, belonging to everybody and to nobody. One footnote. I was discussing Ozymandias with a friend of mine, a former student, actually, and she suggested to me that suggested something that I hadn't thought of before, that someday not only will people not remember this great king Ozymandias or the sculptor who built the great statue of him, but that someday no one will remember Shelley's poem Ozymandias. And nobody will remember Shelley. Or me, for that matter. Or you. Nothing beside remains. Your papers are due. I'll see you on Monday. I think soon.
And if she should tell you, come closer. And if she tells you,
Dr. Ledford!
little child,
Dr. Ledford! Tina! Hi!
no.
Sorry?
It's Beth, remember?
Oh, yeah. It's hard for me to think of you without your title.
Well, you made the transition with your boyfriend.
Dad took 3 courses. He also teaches photography and film studies.
So where are you,
Oh, I was at the library.
Oh, that's a bar, right?
No. Yes, it's a bar, but I was at the other one, one that has books.
Oh, on a Friday night, I am impressed.
Oh, it's quieter on Fridays.
I'm sure.
And
Oh, I had a long faculty meeting. Incredibly boring.
Ugh, yeah.
Yeah. So, you're on your way?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna stop in at the other library. You know, the one that has alcohol.
Oh, I'm very much looking forward to a drink myself. It's been a long
You
week.
should join me then.
I'd like to, I really would. But I shouldn't be seen out with a student.
Right. Well, I guess I will see you in class on Monday.
You know, I live right around the corner.
You do? That's convenient.
I was wondering, maybe you want to come over for a glass of wine?
Really?
Why not?
You were so concerned with my drinking.
A glass of wine is not drinking. 5 glasses of wine is drinking. I'm inviting you for 1.
Are you sure?
I can count to 1.
No. I mean, are you sure you know what you're doing?
I don't see the harm in having
I
a
don't mean
student.
that you're gonna get fired. You know what I mean?
Never done anything like this.
I can tell.
I'm shaking.
A glass of wine will fix that.
So you're coming then?
Actually, you know, I'm really hungry, so.
No, I have food. I have a whole refrigerator full of food.
You're funny. Okay, let's go.
She should tell you I love you. And if she tempts you with a charms, love from your arms. Don't hurt me now, for love belongs to me. I know she's the kind of girl that throw my love away. But
Just like that?
I think it's best to be
Brutal.
direct. I didn't mean to start this now like this. I don't see any way to move forward.
Forward where? What's wrong with where we are now?
It's like Woody Allen said. You know, relationships are like sharks. They have to keep moving forward or they die. And I feel constrained.
You mean confined. Constrained means something else.
That's what I mean. You'll always be my professor. You'll always know more than me, and you'll always correct me.
I know more than you about some things. You know more than me about other things.
You'll always be the one who's been everywhere, who's done everything, the one who knows the answer to questions that no normal person would even ask.
And you find that so oppressive?
I'd always be the pupil, the acolyte, the lower, the lesser.
You know, when we used to go out, you used to love it when I was treated like a celebrity.
I did. I do. It's nice watching everyone fall in love with you. But how long could I go on being just your latest bit of fluff?
Hey, I've always treated you as an equal.
I need to find out who I am without you. I need to step out of your shadow, like get out from under you. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, you've run out of metaphors. So what? I mean, you're falling in love with somebody? What's his name, the guy in the office? Chad?
Do we have to do it like this?
I see, you're gonna be the mature one.
Could hit me.
No.
Why not? You wouldn't be the first.
You know I don't do that.
No. You'll just write about me. That'll be your revenge.
You know, you used to be 21. It's hard to believe that you were ever, when you were mine. I used to look at you and wonder how I could be so lucky. You know, how someone so lovely, so smart, so merry want to be with an old relic like me.
You're right. I was 21. You were married. I was your student. We were breaking every rule. It was fun. It wasn't supposed to, like, last.
It's a little late for that. I've invested a lot in you.
I'm not a stock.
No, I don't mean, I mean of myself. Of my life.
I told you you should patch up your marriage. Salvage your nice middle-class life.
I had a choice. I chose you. That doesn't mean anything to you. You know, I thought you were someone I could trust. And someone different, someone other, but maybe you're just what you appear to be.
I think that's the cruelest thing anybody's ever said to me. So I appear to be what? A whore?
No, an adventurous, self-absorbed, willful, and incredibly thoughtless.
No, I thought about us. I knew that this was a mistake, but we just kept going.
I got a divorce.
Mistake number 2.
I moved in here with you at your request.
Mistakes number 3 and 3.5. I'm taking a few things. You could stay here. Come on, aren't you a little relieved? I'm such a pain in the ass.
Sure. So who's the guy? You don't just leave someone unless the replacement's all primed and ready to go. Another professor, married?
Professor, not married.
Oh, you found a single one,
Not
not
a
like
guy.
you. What? Not a guy? Not the girl who found your... Jesus, Mary, and Joseph!
Always call upon the Blessed Trinity when you're
That's not the
fine.
Trinity, it's the Holy Family!
Oh, well, thank you for correcting me, Professor Barty.
Good morning. Existentialism developed in the late 19th and early 20th century in Northern Europe in the work of Heidegger and Kierkegaard, though it's implied before that in the writing of Dostoevsky. It really came to prominence after World War II, and its hero is the French writer Jean-Paul Sartre. Sartre's famous statement is, existence precedes essence. We exist. We are conscious, free, acting individuals, not the labels and categories that society sticks on us. Before gender or race, religion or politics, we are the authors of our own values, and we determine the meaning in our lives. We are responsible for the decisions we make and can't blame God or fate or some other determinism. Existentialism is mainly about freedom. Now, we talk a lot about freedom in this country. You'd think we invented it. Actually, freedom terrifies us. What we really want is for a system to support and protect us as long as we do what's expected of us. True freedom is isolating. Existentialists use words like angst and despair to describe this knowledge that we are here alone. Nobody's coming to tell us what to do or why we're here. Now, some see existentialism as not a philosophy at all, just a denial of all other philosophies. For instance, in religion, it's little use because it can't describe the injustice or the despair, as a way of the silly things that are happening in the world right now and the randomness of life. Wars and hurricanes rage. Children starve. Where is this God, and what is she doing all day? The most important thing is to live an authentic life, to act according to your own values and passions. For instance, it would be completely inauthentic for me to stand here and behave the way a white, female, American, Protestant philosophy professor is expected to behave. I'm not saying to reject all social norms, I'm just saying to think about your attitude toward these things. It's oddly like the Buddhist saying, the cause of death is birth. Now, existentialism has had a tremendous impact in modern and postmodern culture. In Sartre's No Exit, it's quite a funny one. A man, a straight woman, and a lesbian are locked together forever. In Beckett, men wait for someone named Godot who's never come before, who they don't know. In Kafka, a man wakes up as a giant insect, no explanation, and has to deal with the reaction from his family. In Camus, a man commits murder for something as much as maybe that the sun is too hot. In Pirandello, the 6 characters in Search. You know what I'm saying. We're all people, actors, wandering around looking for a script. Jean-Paul Sartre declined the Nobel Prize for Literature. He always refused awards from institutions because he didn't want to turn into an institution himself. If only Bob Dylan was that authentic. Your papers are due Monday, 9 a.m. Don't even think about asking for an extension. You've had plenty of time. Have a good weekend.
What? It's missing a wheel? So it goes around in circles. Of course it does. No, sketching. I might turn it into a painting. Bernini, the haggard one. It's in the book you gave me. I don't know. Maybe because it looks like you. That's not my fault. Yeah. Oh, God, I saw the match. What a lame PK. I could have stopped that. Yeah, my famous technique. Dive the wrong way, stick out my leg, and kick the ball away with my foot. I was a great goalkeeper. A little unorthodox. I know. I'm moving to Mexico. No, Canada's gonna build a wall to keep us out. Fine, I'll visit you in Croatia. What?
Can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask what you like for supper.
After the one with Juliette Binoche? I didn't know there was another, but a professor and a student. In Japan? Oh, poor Kiarostami. Maybe that's what killed him. No, sushi. Anyway, I should probably go. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Did you hear me? Did you even see that I came in?
What?
I asked. I was wondering what you'd like for supper. I got all your favorite things.
I don't care.
What are you sketching? Oh, that's nice.
Bernini.
And friend of yours?
You're kidding, right? 17th century Italian sculptor. Probably the greatest sculptor that ever lived.
So it's not a self-portrait.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, of course. So I've got Alfredo, marinara. I can do a ragu with lamb.
Yeah, don't bother. Let's just get takeout.
But you love Italian food. Just not when I make it for you.
Maybe there's a reason for that. I mean, you can't do Italian out of a cookbook.
So that was Jack on the phone. Talk to him a lot. Sends you his work.
Yeah. I always read his... Why wouldn't I?
So who's Carol Stamey?
Kiarostami? Abbas Kiarostami, a great Iranian filmmaker. Don't tell me you've never heard of him.
Sorry, Tina, I don't know all the artists and film people that you know. I'm trying to catch up. Do I get a kiss? Thanks.
All right, come on. I'll help you cook. I won't help you cook. I'll open the wine. Won't open the wine. What can I do?
Just stay out of the way and look adorable.
Thought I was already doing that.
Can I just say that I'm beginning to feel a little lost here?
Existential angst. Being in nothingness, right? God is dead, or at least not paying attention. We're here alone. We have to create our own ethical system, be responsible for our lives. See? I listened in your class. I had trouble with Heidegger. I mean, I preferred Beckett. I can't go on. I'll go on. And we keep looking for Godot, even though we know he's never coming. So, I don't see how you can feel lost when there's no such thing as found.
It's not really that simple.
No, it wouldn't be. But it should. Why don't you ask yourself what Simone de Beauvoir would do?
Simone de Beauvoir spent her whole life with an ugly, cross-eyed, mean, gnomish, philandering genius. Okay, I'll give you that.
I'd sleep with Jean-Paul Sartre.
He's dead.
So what?
Oh,
It's you.
it usually is. You must be,
Yes, I wasn't expecting,
me to be here. I'm just getting some of my stuff together. I can't find my winter boots.
sorry I can't help you there. I just came to pick up a few things. Her things.
Why did she send you?
I don't know, I guess she was a little afraid.
No, see me?
Look, you know, I should come back later.
Why, I don't bite.
I'm sure you're angry.
At what?
Well, at me for a start. I mean, it must be hard for a man to lose a girl to
Oh,
a
hey.
woman.
You know what, spare me your one-size-fits-all psychobabble. You don't know anything about me.
I know about your reputation with students.
My reputation with students started 10 minutes after I arrived. New faculty with no wife in sight. Whew, people's assumptions and prejudices just lined up and came clanging down like the marching band. If I did everything that the room mill had me doing, I'd be too tired to grade an exam or teach a class. They're an occupational hazard.
Students?
Rumors. Speaking of which, I suppose grad students are fair game.
I just take care of her.
Really? And how's she doing?
Don't you know? You talk to her all the time.
Well, at first she used to call me 3 times a day. Now she calls me 3 times a week. I don't call her.
You know, I think it would be best for her and for both of you if you just let her go.
What you think would be good for me and a hill of beans is worth a hill of...
You don't mean to tell me there isn't some sweet, ardent young thing in one of your classes waiting breathlessly for a sign from you?
You're coming very close to being hit with collected poems of Thomas Hardy.
Thomas Hardy, of course,
It's
how perfect.
heavy.
He was into young girls too.
Yeah, she gave me this for Christmas. Last year. Maybe the year before.
Oh. Of course. You two have a long history together. Birthdays, holidays. That chain with a Scottish cross on it. Did you give her that?
I did.
She never takes it off.
I know.
I guess you met her parents then.
I did.
It must have been awkward.
Well, I wasn't the first of her professors that met or the oldest.
Oh. Do you have any alcohol?
Nope. Are you going to faint? You're turning purple.
No, I'm just a little out of breath.
Fifth floor walk-ups will do that. I'll get you some water. I don't know what water does for breathlessness, but it works in the movies.
Thanks.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just not ready to see the place where you both
Lived.
seeing her things with your things. Can't you just go away somewhere?
I'm trying. Look, I can't find my boots.
I don't know what to do. I can't get through to her. I've tried everything.
You could have asked me. I would have told you.
Trying to help her.
Change her, you mean?
No, help her change.
Look, okay, she's been on all kinds of medication for most of her life. She's been through eating disorders, cutting and burning herself, and on top of that, she drinks like a fish. She's been to all kinds of therapists. She's been rehabbed, detox, and every other lunacy the medical profession can think of. And you think that you could just sweep in and fix all that in a few months. Good intentions go only so far.
I adore her.
So, welcome to the club, East Coast chapter. We meet annually at Madison Square Garden. We listen to motivational speakers and suicide prevention counselors.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a joke of everything that I'm saying. You know, I was actually hoping that we'd finally meet because I thought maybe... Can't we just be adults about this?
What for?
For her, she's got this crazy idea that she wants to keep you in her life as a friend, and I think it's a terrible mistake.
Why don't you tell her that?
I have, more than once. She's got trouble with endings.
Oh, so you want me to do the noble thing? Huh? To make the gracious exit, to fade out of the scene so that you can just get on with the work of saving her?
Would you? I mean, if you really care about her.
You know, Professor Leghorn, there's something inauthentic about you. There's something recycled, remixed, re-edited, like a sequel of a movie that never existed.
Keep going. Your vocabulary is legendary.
Deconstructed, decanted. Old wine in a new bottle.
And I've got your girl.
Have you?
What do you mean? Has she been here? I can see.
Of course you can smell
I can
her.
smell her.
Yeah, you can smell her. She used to live here.
No, she's been here recently.
You want some advice?
No!
Don't try to possess her. It can't work. It won't work.
This is driving me crazy. You know, I had my life in order. I knew who I was. And then I picked up that coat, and my life just went, I don't even know where.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Stop it! Can't you just fucking stop it for 1 minute? You're not that hard-edged. Nobody is. And you know what you are?
You're gonna tell me.
You're a fraud
Oh.
and a phony. And you cultivate this persona of the failed poet, the misunderstood genius, and all your students lap it up.
You know what? The only thing my students lap up is beer. They're not that impressed with me.
Oh, your students are notorious around campus. The ones who get you, at least. They adore you. It's like a cult. They swagger into our classes, quoting Sontag and Berger. They worship at the altar of the Pre-Raphaelites and other obscure French novelists. They're nearly always female, very self-possessed. And they have these glasses and this kind of careless glamour. They even quote your jaundiced worldview because your classes are mainly about yourself.
Of course. What else would they be about?
And now, your proudest creation, your young girlfriend dumped you, and you're afraid that you won't get another. So you do this performance, all cool and detached, like nothing ever touches you. Feelings just glance off your polished shell. What puzzles me is what someone as sweet as she is ever saw in you. I mean, I know she's sapiosexual. She likes brains.
Oh. She's fond of one or two other things.
Sure, you're a brain with a dick. Where your heart should be, there's an echo, a void.
Maybe a few shards of broken glass.
You don't mean to tell me that behind that glistening facade that you're really terribly sensitive and that your heart is shattered. Broken glass is brilliant, just like you. It reflects light, but it has no warmth of its own.
You know, I wallowed in romantic melancholy for a while. Now I write about her.
And why don't you crank out a thin volume of deeply felt verse and let me love her?
Why?
Because I do. Because I can. Because I will. You meet someone else, men like you always do. Just not like her, though.
So,
You might have to lower your standards a little.
did you always think in cliches? Or did that all happen at once?
Fuck you.
See, that's the first intelligent thing you've said. This isn't about her, is it? It's about us. You just want to win a picture of a man like me and she's the prize. Well?
Well, I should go pick up some groceries.
Oh, I'll go on to the wine store.
I got wine yesterday.
Yeah, that was really good. We should get some more. We don't want to
Run out?
It'll save us a trip. God, it is freezing out
You
here.
should try wearing some clothes.
I have my coat.
Not much underneath.
I'll see you later. Oh,
Hey.
Jack. Hey. Do you two?
No.
Sure. As a matter of fact, we did once.
Actually, I went to pick up some clothes
Where?
from your place.
Oh, and you were
There.
there.
Mhm.
So you two met.
Yeah.
Cool. What'd you guys talk about?
I was only there.
Yeah, mostly you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm flattered. Two great minds discussing little old
I was
me.
there
So what
for a
else
few
do we have in
minutes.
common?
We're
It's
both
funny to think of
faculty.
you
Yeah.
two
Just jumping into each other. Yeah.
without me.
So how's the philosophy business going?
Flourishing. How are your classes?
Oh,
Any new students?
yeah, maybe, considering these kids were born in 2000.
In 2000, I know.
2000.
Mhm.
God, I feel old.
Well, we're on our way.
So where is it?
What?
Where is what?
In my stuff that you went to pick up.
Oh, right.
I forgot.
I probably forgot.
Oh, okay,
I
whatever.
have class 5 minutes ago.
Nice seeing you again.
Bye.
You want to tell me what's so funny?
You. And did you really think that that would do the trick? That I'd be shocked, appalled, that I'd be grateful?
I did it for you.
I believe you did.
I wanted to show you what kind of a man he is.
I know what kind of a man he is. I'm wondering what kind of a man you are.
You're so casually cruel.
Just trying to be casually honest.
I was desperate. I didn't know what to do.
Oh, so you thought that fucking my ex would clarify matters for you?
I didn't mean it. It's not like I planned on doing it.
Oh, so it just came to you, like sudden inspiration.
I was disoriented. It was like I was under some kind of spell.
He has that effect on people. You should hear him lecture.
It was the feeling of you there, like you were there too. I was sensory overload.
Were you drunk?
No! Yes, on water. It tasted like you.
You're crazy. You know that.
Look, I know I've made a terrible mistake.
Mm-hmm. Getting mixed up with me. I'm your terrible mistake, admit it. You'll feel better.
You know, you even sound like him. You didn't just get in your pants, you got in your head too.
It's the best place to be.
I gave you everything.
You gave me everything you wanted to give me. You never asked me what I wanted.
What do you want?
I don't know.
I took care of you.
I can take care of myself.
Really? You do a great impression of someone who's a total wreck.
Ugh! Total wrecks don't get A's in grad school, okay? Even from you. Right?
Maybe.
Maybe. What do you mean by maybe?
You did the work. You did the reading. But your writing's not so good.
How come my writing's good enough for my other professors?
I have standards. I'm sure it was fine in your boyfriend's classes.
As a matter of fact, Jack gave me the only B+ I ever got and I hated him.
Is that why you...
Slept with him? Partly. I wanted to prove that I was
Worthy.
and then we fell in love and grades didn't matter.
I love you.
I know.
I'd do anything.
The problem is you need me to take care of you. You need an adoring daughter, and you know that I can't be that.
What should I do? Please tell me what to do.
You know the sculptor Giacometti?
Emaciated figures, empty palaces.
He said if there was a fire and he could save a Rembrandt or a cat, he'd choose the cat.
Yes, of course he would.
And then he'd set it free.
I see. I rescued you, and now I have to let you go.
Yeah.
Tina, what if I can't?
It's too late.
I
You're
know.
already gone.
I know.
It's like the philosopher's sting said. If you love somebody,
Set them free.
set them free. I know what you're gonna say, but I mean it. I'm not drunk. I came all the way and I can't feel my feet. It's dark in here. I had a drink. I had a few drinks because I was afraid, you know, that you'd be mad at me. And now you are mad at me because I had a few drinks. But I mean it, I'm not drunk. And then what you say is what you say. But I came all the way and I don't know how I got here.
Where's your coat?
I don't know.
It's snowing. I feel like I've seen this movie before. You're soaked and you're shaking. Here.
You're mad. Don't yell at me, okay?
You don't get it. I missed you.
Yeah, like that song you like by the Zombies? If it seems that I'm too quiet, it's 'cause I'm missing her.
No, it's not like a song. It's not a song. I missed you. You were missing. You're missing when I went to top my classes. You're missing when I thought of something funny. You're missing when I brushed my teeth or did or sense or was. And I miss us. I miss who we were together. And I miss me, who I was with you. No, you don't get it. You've never missed anyone in your life. Someone leaves, you just poke that cell phone, and half an hour later somebody else shows up.
What do I say to that?
You would say anything you like. You might even believe it. I guess I should be grateful. I always thought I didn't have a heart. I was told that often enough. But I was wrong. Everybody was wrong. You found a missing organ and you knew just what to do with it.
I thought you'd be mad. I didn't know you'd be hurt.
Yeah,
What's new?
wasn't supposed to have feelings. Change the rule in the middle of the game.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, you never mean anything. You just do what feels good at the time and...
I'm not crying. I mean, I am crying, but it's not because of anything you said.
Never seen you cry. You don't cry.
I hurt you. I didn't mean to. Look, I didn't know how much you meant to me, which is everything.
This is a late epiphany.
You can say anything, really anything. Can I stay here?
It's your apartment.
Can I stay with you? I mean, will you stay with me?
Why?
Because I feel safe with you.
I mean, what about your favorite philosophy prof?
Too many requirements. But she has a dress code.
How many times have we done this? 5? 6? I lose count.
You're always relieved when I go away. And relieved when I come back. So can you hold me a little? Please.
Do I ever deny you anything?
Beth taught me existentialism. Living an authentic life. Here I am. Authentically yours. Like it or not.
At least until I find my boots.
And you're gonna have to stay forever.
They'll show up sometime.
No. No, they won't. I threw them away.